Here we are. Back at it. Just burn a stick, man. Oh, that's getting a pretty good draw off that thing. All right. Welcome to another unboxing video. The one I promised after I unboxed the Steve. I know it's a couple of days after the fact, and the Santa Cruzes have largely been released in every shop and every person who does. I don't know if there's anybody that I haven't seen too many unboxing videos. I know there's a couple of people, shops that put out their social media and they have the Santa Cruz releases on those, and that's kind of cool. But I'm excited. Mine are here. I'm pleased. I just didn't get a chance. I got them like Tuesday or something. Or no, Wednesday. But I was just so out of it, man. Just working and focused on all of that. I just didn't have time to really come home and crank a video out. Even though it is incredibly easy, it's like sit down, take stuff out of a box, go on the computer, edit it for 10, 20 minutes, write a description. It's not really that difficult, but I'm an incredibly lazy human being. So I'm lucky to be able to do this right now after sleeping the majority of the day today, which was great. It's phenomenal. So anyway, yeah, let's open this bad boy up, see what these look like. You know, I'm excited for the Kendall, obviously, the Wolf, but I'm also excited for the fire pit, man. If it looks anything like that O'Brien, it's going to be out of this world. And I'm hoping that's kind of how it looks. And the Roskopp, too. Excited about it. So we'll see. I'm going to sharpen this knife. But I'm not going to do that now. All right. Pretty well packed. It looks like everyone has a collector's sleeve on it too. These are all up. These are going to be hard to get out. Let me just take them all out at once. And we can go through them. Oh, that's my paperwork. Wow, 2 stickers. Rasta Santa Cruz sticker and kind of a gold and green. Actually, that gold and green color right there looks tight. Again, if I had a place or if I actually understood where to put stickers at, this might mean something, but just can't figure it out, man. Anything else? I was talking to the homie through IG messaging. He said that NHS gave him a 20% off coupon. They didn't give me one, at least not so far. All right, so let's set this off. First out of the box, dude. That's the Tom Knox, and yes, it does look kind of like the Corey O'Brien. Looks like it's in the same kind of theme. I'm gonna leave that open. Nice plastic sleeve for all the collection protection purposes. This is a lighter stain though, I think, from what I can tell early here. Got to get this plastic off to get a really good look at it. And this is the, this is the same shape as the last one, that blue one that I had. It's not up there anymore, but on the wall, the one that I'm going to try to build out, trying to get the parts together for it. So this is a 10 by 31, basically, with a 15-inch wheelbase. Oh, yeah. No, this stain is tremendous. It's not as dark as the O'Brien, I don't think. It has more of a rosier color to it. The top graphic even looks dope too. The white lettering and black backing with the faces. That's sick. Yeah, that stain is it's definitely lighter than what the O'Brien was, but you still kind of get the message, man. That looks radical. Absolutely. But yeah, it definitely has more of a rose gold, but it's still a brownish red. I really like the way that that turns up, though. The Knox in red, the yellow kind of echo of the fire reflecting off of his face. The shadowy figures dancing for the beast in the back. It's pretty wild, man. This thing looks absolutely sick. I've got my phone in my pocket. Let me take that out. That's beautiful. No, they got this dialed. There's a little bit of a. No, that's good. That's all right. I thought there was a little bit of a blemish on it, but it's not. Doesn't really matter, even if there was. I mean, the main part of the graphic, again, is well illustrated here. And let me run it up the nose. That thing looks absolutely ill. The blue cloak popping off nice against that black background. Highlighting colors around the neck. That looks tight, man. Even the shadowy figures that are down here, twisting and kind of turning. That looks wild, man. Yeah, this is a dope graphic. And I really like this background. I mean, it's actually stunting big time. I like the fact that the O'Brien is a little darker. Obviously, you know, it's missing the Iron Cross and stuff like that off of it, but that really doesn't matter to me at this point because this one and that one both look really good. The matte color, this is kind of a low luster. But yeah, that's sick. It's beautiful. Tom Knox, man, for sure. This round is going to be ill, dude. I can already tell, man. I'm already kind of hyped off of it. Set that right there. A little buffer on that. All right, here's the one I was most excited about in theory because I haven't seen it in forever. But and you know, Jeff Kendall is my favorite skater. But this is the Kendall Wolf, and this red is definitely different than the Rattlesnake. The Rattlesnake was a little bit of a darker red. I don't know much about this shape. It says it's a 928 by 31, so it's a little narrower than what I'm kind of used to riding. But this stain looks really good. And the graphic does too. Oh yeah, man. That's sick. The kind of way that the stain lightens through the wood grain and it pops off of the kind of animal bones around the wolf itself. That's pretty wild. And it kind of jumps up that kind of gray. That runs around the bottom and the lines kind of shooting out from the wolf itself, kind of its vibration. Yeah, see that blend and match right there? That is sick. Absolutely sick. That's not even the whole half of it. Like, there's also still top sheet graphic. The yellow works really well off of the red. I think what was it, the Tom Knox from a while back? That same one, the Punk Tom Knox was red and yellow, kind of really Mickey D's out. But this is much mellower, much more chill, kind of a low key vibe. Crescent moon on the top. A little bit of glue from where they glued the sticker on. You kind of see it there. And also the graphic on the nose, a couple of bats up there, bro. You don't get to see too many bats unless it's a Grosso. That's tight, man. Hopefully that's transmitting well. But yeah, that looks really good, man. Forget about it. I'm not crazy about, well, no, I am, kind of. I thought this was more, but it's like a darker blue. And it plays well off of the gray. That thing looks sick, bro. I like this shape too. I actually, now that I'm seeing it, whenever, I think it was a couple, well, it's been, I want to say a couple years, but it's been multiple years back when they redid the Jason Jesse, the Guadalupe, they put it on a smaller shape, and I think this is it. I think that's actually really close to it. I'd have to look and see. I don't actually have it, but I know somebody who does. I actually know two people that do, and one of them is his everyday rider. So I have to take a closer look at that shape. But yeah, no, this thing's sick, man. I'm so stoked to have this one. This one's definitely going to hang for a while. I would like to build it out though. You never know. Dig it, man, for sure. My voice is a little bit like raspy. I was sick like earlier in the week. That's probably one of the reasons why I didn't bust the video out. It's like under the weather. And then I spent all day, like not yesterday, but the day before, just wandering around my work and doing like Macho Man Randy Savage impressions because my voice was raspy. Just going like, cup of coffee. Oh yeah, cup of coffee. Ricky Steamboat's cup of coffee in the big time. Dude, I had it super dialed up. All right, let's move up to Roskopp. This one looks also, and is that the same blue from the RSC? Possibly. I don't know this kind of orange here. And this is just kind of the traditional Roskopp shape. This is a 1035 by 30. And this one is a full dip. I like the two stains so far, but I've been enjoying, like I said about my not ripper, but my slasher, that with a full dip. Yeah, there's been a couple of really nice full dip reissues that have come out that have kind of like looked really good. This one looks really good too. This is the Roskopp too. And I don't dislike this blue. I actually like it. Really nice. And this one's finished really well again too. Graphic looks tight. I like the white and black target. Very nice. Yeah. Here, check it out. Roskopp wasn't one of my favorites when I was younger, but he's starting to grow on me now. I don't know why. I always thought this board, like I said, my neighbor had it, and I always thought it was hard to ride. I mean, it's got the old school concave. I don't know why. I just felt like it was just awkward, thruster tail. But now that I guess I've changed the way that I feel about it, but I definitely like it. I definitely dig it. I definitely like this wide chest area. The short nose always whatever, but kind of a narrow to the waist, and then the aggressive kick is kind of sick. And this blue is a little bit darker than the RSC, so it's definitely different. I like it. And this kind of oranges, fluorescent orange fluorescent pops really well off of the blue. It's really nice. These all still have the laser etching on the top of them up here. Nice little add on. But yeah, this one's finished really well. No rough spots. I don't see any blemishes on it. So whoever's doing these for them, I'm assuring it's a Chinese manufacturer, but They're doing a really nice job with the finish. Sick Roskopp on deck too, man. Don't have plans for this one as of yet. Probably gonna hang on to it. I would like to have a display that had 1, 2, 3, all of them. But I don't know, man. Like that seems like the most primrose path to walk down. Go in somebody's house and they have every Roskopp hanging on the wall in the order that they. Oh, look at that. I don't know. No. Forget I said that. Let's focus on this full gold dip. Let's take a look at this gold dip. This could be this actually could be a cup of coffee in the big time right here. Let's see. It even looks good just sitting here. So this is the Witch Doctor. And this is a 10 by 32, so 15-inch wheelbase. I've had this one before. It was the one that came out, I think it was the last time they did it actually. It was blue into a pink fade. I don't have it any longer because I traded it for something that will be, man, this is actually a gloss too. Wow, all right. Something that has been named later. Nothing exciting, let me tell you. Not as exciting as this. Man, this is sick. This is like a pagan gold. Yeah, man, forget about it. This thing is fucking lights out right here, bro. This is like, for sure, heavy metal. Damn, dude. Look at the gold finish on that. It's kind of blowing up a little bit. It's kind of making me feel a little bit crazy right now. Holy smokes. How perfect is that? There's the top. I still have a couple of those Salba Tigers. I was thinking about building those out. This is sick though, dude. I love this gold color. And this graphic obviously is sick. I mean, there's so many extra colors that go into this just alone. The shape is sick too. Very familiar. It's very close to what the Tom Knox is, obviously, except for the box out tail. I think that's cruise missile too, by looking at it. Yeah. Now that full dip gold is ill, dude. That's crazy. This thing is beautiful. Damn, man. They are all beautiful. This is a crazy lineup right here, man. And I'm telling you, like, there's not a loser in this bunch. I mean, if I was to pick the lowest tier, I'd say the Roskopp, but even I can't, I would feel guilty after the fact. This is definitely up there. This is not the Kendall Wolf. This is like a league of its own, obviously. But, man. This is crazy. No, this is sick. I got to give this one, if I was rating it, I hate to rate. If I was rating it, this is definitely like 10 out of 10 right here. For sure. This thing is sick. Absolutely sick. Graphic. This gold shape. I mean, there's nothing not to like about this at all. Unless maybe you just hate Steve Alba. But I don't know. He seems like a good dude. Maybe had a bad run-in with him, you know, at a flea market or something. I don't know. So yeah, Roskopp. Oh, you saw the Steve Alba. There's the Roskopp. I mean, nothing at all wrong with that, dude. That thing is sick. It's beautiful. And this, first time in a long time. I mean, I guess it's kind of one of the forgotten ones, but you know, in the pantheon of all the graphics the dude has had, this might be one that people are just like, yeah, I don't remember or don't know, but you know, whatever, it's back. And then to have the Jägermeister one back too, you know, they can go back to reissuing all the ones that, you know, the pumpkin and all of that stuff now, because these ones are out there. But yeah, there's not a loser in this bunch, man. There's not a low tier one in this bunch. All of these look really good, start to finish. And the fact that they're I know that there was, you know, ones that were advertising whatever matte colors or whatever, you know, they're mixing all this in with these stained finishes. The two stained finishes both look really good. No doubt about that. They both turned out really well. And then the two full dips. I mean, come on. Look at that. This one especially, man. There's no way. I mean, these are both ill. This one more so. I will say that. I got to hand it to this one is definitely, I got to give it to the Alba on this one. Even though returning from the long lost, the prodigal son, haven't seen it in forever. It shows back up right on, but this is good. But I like this. Man. All right. Sick. Stoked. So glad to have all of these back. Cup of coffee in the big time. Right there. Oh, yeah. Well, I hope this video finds everyone well. I know it's a little bit behind the times. Probably everybody's scoped these. Probably everybody's had a chance to buy them. I don't know what's still available on NHS's website. I should have took a look at that, but I don't know. If that Salva's still available, go get that, man. That thing's sick. I'm sure there's going to be a few of these Tom Knoxes that are going to be bouncing around out there. And the Kindle, if you're into Jeff Kendall, you know, grab that one too. That slasher pinstripe too, I had my eye on it and I thought, well, you know, I used the fact that the blue slasher is still up on multiple websites. The white slasher is still up. The decoder slasher is still up. Almost none of those have sold out in any form, fashion, or any way. They're not even on eBay like people snatching them up like at crazy prices. You can still, all of those can be had, some of them on sale for like $70. So I avoided the pinstripe slasher based on that metric, and you know, apparently it sold out like instantly. But rumor has it there's going to be another run of those, so I may cop that down the road just to have it. I don't know that I want to build something that narrow with, I think it's got a 14-inch wheelbase, but so does that Tom Knox. I mean, I could probably still ride something with that short wheelbase. I'm not saying I could rip it. It'd be a fast little turner, I'm sure. But yeah, I kind of think that if they do a second run of that pinstripe slasher, I'm gonna grip one up. And I have another board coming, a Blockhead Sidewalk Surfer. I don't know if any of you guys have ever checked it out. They made two of them. One of them has like a shovel nose. The other one has a spoon. I got the spoon. It's the black die with the red. And I got a set of clay pigeons. Thinking about setting that one up sooner rather than later. It's an interesting little board. And I think they recommend the Ace 33s on there, but I think you could put the Indy Stage 4, what is it, a 136? Put those on there and get virtually the same result, possibly better, because obviously the Indy's a better truck. So yeah, I got that. That should get here sometime this week. So I'll be unboxing that. I'm pretty stoked about what the future holds. And I'm stoked about what the present obviously has delivered. I mean, come on. This thing is sick. Tom Knox is sick. This thing, man. I'll probably have this in my room tonight. I might sleep in the same room with this. You know, I'll keep the bag on it. Won't get too crazy or anything like that. But definitely going to want to hang out with it. I might put it in the car tomorrow and take it to see like the river down by my house. Just sit there, kind of think about it because I like rivers. Sailboats. We've got a lot of tugboats, actually, I should say. Very few sailboats that I see, but tugboats, man. True friendship. All right. So, yeah, I'll, of course, take some pictures of these things and post them up at the end of the video. But all in all, I'd give this batch of reissues I got to give it an 8 out of 10. I got to give the Alba a 10. I got to give the Knox probably a solid 8. The Roskopp a solid 7. The Kendall, I got to throw it probably a 7 as well. I don't think any of these like totally knock it out. I mean, a 10 out of 10 is something like out of this world. So, but this is pretty close to that. I can't stop. All right, well, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. But anyway, yeah, I'll get some pictures up. Hopefully, it'll turn out cool, and we'll be stoked on it. And I'll have that blockhead video. I've been stacking a few. Well, I skated a little bit on last Monday. God bless, the park was empty. It was beautiful. I'm actually working with my manager to try to get more midweek days off. I think it would be sick to be off when nobody's out. I don't have to take turns and listen to everybody bitch about how old they are and how hurt they are. Because I can just do that here. I can get on here and go, yeah, I'm old and I get hurt all the time. I have to go to a public place and do that. Just do it on the internet. Fuck. Seems like so much easier. But yeah, so maybe, hopefully, a couple of clips or something would be nice. Oh, I got a chance to ride those dragons in the park on Monday that I rebuilt the Steadham with, and they're interesting. I know there's been a lot of talk about them, especially on the internet. Anybody who has a channel and had a chance to really ride them has, had their opinions about them. And they're slippery on concrete. Like they slide a little bit, but I'm not mad at that sliding. Sometimes you attack a corner, you pump a little bit strong through it, it'll loosen up or whatever, which could be an issue. You might get off access and slide out or potentially fall. But I didn't feel the need to really drive into corners because the wheel was holding so much speed as it was. I mean, they roll really nice. Could that be a problem later on, like the slipperiness of them? If you're, get up in a turn or something high up on let's say a vertical surface, maybe, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. I still have to try a few more things before I really totally understand them. But in the stuff that I was riding, I mean, I was skating the parking block at Boys, and that little bit of slide that I had, especially on a front side, like a slash, if you're coming up the front side, that slide actually helps a little bit. So you get up there and you really kind of force it up there to try to, slash into that parking block as hard as you can. That slide kind of pushes you up onto the block a little bit further. So I had a couple of really good frontside slash grinds on that felt good and felt different because I had that kind of extra little bit of slide that didn't take as much effort to get to that point. So I might have something to say, within the next couple of months about those wheels. I don't know what exactly they're going to be because I don't plan on taking them out on the street and riding them on rough terrain or whatever everybody says what they're made for. I'm still just going to ride them in the park because that's the type of skateboarding I do. Mediocre transition skateboarding. But so far so good. And the mini logo trucks, well, and I'm stoked to be back on that Steadham. But those mini logo trucks, man, they out of the box right off the bat, didn't take any time to break them in. They felt really good. So hopefully I'll be able to drop that the closing part of the mini logo experiment videos as far as longevity, because I've been riding the Vallely a lot, putting it through its paces. So as far as like how they wear and how the bushings feel after they've been ridden for a while, I should have some sort of an answer for those questions, and I can finally finish out that series, and that'll be good. But for now, yeah, hoping to skate tomorrow, depending on what the weather does. I might go to West Virginia. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see how it looks. Blockhead sidewalk surfers coming. I'm going to unbox that. So hopefully be doing that next weekend. And, you know, try to get some stuff, try to get these this edited and get some photos of these up tonight. And, you know, have that work out really great. But yeah, hope this video found everybody well. If you stuck around this long, thanks for doing so. I definitely appreciate the comments. Everybody's always so generous and so kind, and that's really cool, man. I appreciate the conversations, and I love hearing people talk about, I mean, skateboarding, man. It's always it's a thing, man. So I'm stoked on it, and I like to hear other people who are stoked on it be stoked on it. So for sure. Yeah, thanks for checking it out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Don't forget about, go get this gold dip Alba, man. Look at that. Pagan gold. That is, it's beautiful, I'm telling you. I can't do it any kind of justice. I'm going to try, but I'm sure that I won't. But yeah, get you one of these, man. Peace.